Hello and welcome back to episode 2 of my Manchester United FM22 beta career mode. If you are enjoying the first episode and you've come back for this one, please do drop a subscribe down below. Leave a comment, your prediction for the season. If you subscribe, turn on the notification bell. That way you're not going to miss the daily videos that we're going to have coming out throughout the very early parts of FM22. I will keep it going as long as I can. Hopefully, at least until later in the year. I should be able to, don't see why not. So drop a subscribe, drop a notification bell, and come along for the journey. Let's get into the transfers. So the first thing to cover, we have sold Nemanja Matic. He has gone to Villarreal for 9.5 million. So you saw a little bit of that in the first episode, but we've managed to increase the amount quite a bit, which is quite nice. Decent sale for him for a 33-year-old Matic. I'm quite happy to see him on the way out. Next up, we've got Fred, who unfortunately we were only able to send out on loan. He is now at Wolves for the season. They're paying some of his wages, not as much as I would like. I think it's 40% they're paying. So unfortunately not quite the level that we would like. We're a bit lucky he has a good season there, and we can sell him permanently next summer. And then final player to leave the club that you would be expecting to be on their way out, Juan Mata. He's gone to Leicester on loan. Again, at the moment, they're paying majority of his wages. I think it's 50% they're paying. So it's a nice chunk off the wage bill for Juan Mata. Hopefully they give him a bit of game time. If he gets on really well there, maybe we offer him a contract and then sell him for a bit of money. If not, we might just let his contract expire next season anyway, because I don't want to be paying a 33-year-old £135,000 a week. Aside from that, we've just sent Alvaro Fernandez out on loan to Tranmere, and Tayden Mengi has gone to Ipswich on loan for the season, where they're both expecting to get first-team football. Then the first of the transfers in. So we've replaced Nemanja Matic with Frank Kessie. He's still out at the moment with a torn thigh muscle, but he's going to be back in the next month. He's coming for £23 million. Not all in one go. I believe some of that is being spread out over a couple of years. But a very, very good signing. Only 24 years old. So he's about a quarter of the age of Nemanja Matic. And also going to be fit for the rest of the season, hopefully. And looks like he'll be very good as a midfielder. And then also with Mengi going out on loan, I decided to bring in another centre-back. We've gone with Benjamin Pavard, a player who I first started liking back on, I think it was like FM18. It was one just before the World Cup. I did a save with Stuttgart alongside Ashman. We did like concurrent saves. Absolutely fell in love with Benjamin Pavard. We managed to bring him in for 10.75 million. Only 3 million of that is up front. And he is going to be a great option to have. He can play us back up to Wan-Bissaka, or if we want a more solid rotation option defensively than Diogo Dalot. And then, of course, he can also play centre-back alongside the Maguire and Varane. We've got the option for the free at the back formation as well, and he'll fit in great there. At the moment, that is probably going to be it for transfers, I think. We're kind of looking at others, but I'm not particularly planning to do anything. We've got 7 million left to spend. There might be some more movement. I will let you know if there is. But more importantly, what we've got to do now is head into the first game of the season, where we are going to be playing Norwich away from home. So this is what we're going for going into the game against Norwich. We've got De Gea in goal, a back four of Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Maguire and Shaw. Looks a bit familiar. McTominay is the ball-winning midfielder. Pogba in the Mazzala role. Then we've got Lingard on the right, Fernandez through the middle, Elanga on the left, and Cristiano Ronaldo as the striker. Going into this game, Sancho has sprained his knee ligaments, so he's out for up to a month. Greenwood had a very slight knock. I think actually we're going to get him on the bench instead of Ahmad. So we don't want to risk those guys. And then I was between Martial and Elanga on the left wing. I've decided to give Elanga a go. He's been very good in pre-season. So let's give him a chance. We're playing a team who's just been promoted. So in theory, he should be in a position to be able to play in that game. and let's see how this goes. We've got a highlight straight from kickoff here. Varane gets it to Wan-Bissaka on the right, forward to Lingard, inside to Ronaldo. What can he do with it? He's getting forward. He's got Sorensen alongside him, loses out to him. Thrown on the right here, Wan-Bissaka gets it to Bruno. It's back to Wan-Bissaka. Can he get a bit of space? He does, gets the cross in, but it's headed away. McTominay collects. Pogba through to Lingard. And what a goal to put us 1-0 up. Lingard catching it on the volley to put it into the top left corner. Nothing the keeper could do about that. Nothing the defence could do about that. The vision from Pogba, who by the way is on a new contract, we are not letting him go. But the ball there, fantastic, and Lingard with a brilliant finish. What a start. Bruno with a free kick from deep. It's headed away, but gets it out to Varane on the left. Back to McTominay. Wan-Bissaka to Maguire. McTominay back to Wan-Bissaka. Bruno, can he find a space? No. We get it back with Varane again. Then forward to Lingard. Lays it off to Wan-Bissaka. Back through to Lingard. Tries to get across the box. Gets a second shot off, but Krul makes the save, and it was a good save. We've got the ball at the back here with Harry Maguire. What can he do with it? Plays it to Ronaldo. Forward to Lingard. Nice link of play to Pogba. Shoots from range, and it goes just over the bar. Shaw throws it into Elanga. Pogba crosses to the far post. Lingard heads it back to Wan-Bissaka. Lingard with the shot, and it's saved by Krul. Bruno Fernandes with a free kick. Maguire nods it on. Varane at the far post. And it's been disallowed. Looks like it's being disallowed for offside. I will say they've made that look a bit better because it doesn't instantly come up disallowed. It's been awarded. That's something we didn't see very often last year. Maguire nods it on. Varane at the far post. I mean, yeah, he's clearly onside now that I look back at it. And we'll see here the lines. Maguire nods it on. Varane's miles onside. Why is that even been called? 2-0. So at half-time, we're 2-0 up. We've absolutely dominated the first half, with Norwich not having a shot on target yet. Possession-wise, hasn't been as dominant as I might like. So we'll have a quick look here, see what we can do. We're already playing it short and low tempo, so we probably should be getting a bit more possession than we are currently. But I think at the moment, we're going to start telling them to hold shape when we win possession. I know they've changed the stamina, so we're just going to try and manage that. As we're going to tell them just to stay focused in the second half. Don't let complacency creep in. We're going to make it our first change of the day. We're going to bring Ronaldo off for Cavani, just to rest those legs. And we'll also send Martial on for Lingard. And then swap them over. So Elanga will go onto the right. Martial can come on the left. Get a bit more match fit for him. And avoid Lingard's yellow card at the same time. Our final change, we're going to bring McTominay off for Van der Beek in that ball-winning position. We'll give Benjamin Pavard his debut at Old Trafford. Later on, we've got a corner for Norwich, and Sorensen got to it and very nearly found the back of the net. There we have it, 2-0 win for Manchester United. It was a solid performance. We're just going to tell them nice work. It's nice to see a few extra options in that team talk section. I think that works really well. And as it stands, we are top of the league. There's only 2 teams played. Don't get too excited. So just very quickly before we proceed on, we'll have a quick look at these new bits on the data hub. So you can see the XG max story. That's kind of the same as what we had before. The overall match momentum, which I think is a really nice feature. You can see we dominated most of the game. They had this little spell in the first half, but other than that, it was basically all us. And it showed in the scoreline as well. Opposition shots in the penalty area. They did get the shots off in the penalty area, but largely quite restricted, which is also nice to see. What we'll do now is we're going to skip through until transfer deadline day. We'll show you the Champions League draw as well. We'll go through deadline day, see how that looks, and then we'll call it for this episode and advance through to the Champions League games. But first of all, let's see who we're drawing in the Champions League. In the meantime, we did pick up a 1-0 win against Burnley as they went and man down right at the end of the first half. Cristiano Ronaldo scoring off a Wan-Bissaka cross early on. We are second seeds for this Champions League draw, so realistically, we'd like to draw one of Villarreal, Lille or Sporting, I think. We don't really want Bayern, Atletico or Inter. let's see what happens. So Inter are out first, followed by Lille. So we want Group B at the moment. Group B or D would be very nice for us, or Group F. There are ideal scenarios here. We are into Group A, so it's going to be Manchester United, Inter Milan. The next team to get drawn into our group, ideally, we'd like Dynamo Kiev or Besiktas, one of the weaker teams. We instead get RB Leipzig, so it's looking like a tough group for us at the moment. And then finally, out of the groups, we can't get Milan or Wolfsburg. We just don't want Monaco. Outside of that, it's not too bad. We get Monaco. That is a tough Champions League group for us. I think we should have enough about us to win that, or at least to go through to the next round. So a tough group there. We could have had more luck in the draw. However, it's one of them. We have got West Ham in the EFL Cup third round away from home as well. So that'll be a tough game. We would have liked one of the League One or League Two teams, really, just so that we could progress a bit easier there. But what we'll do now, we'll go and play this game against Brighton and then come back for deadline day. So back to take part in deadline day. We're going to have a look through that. Just very quickly catch you up, however. Against Brighton, we won 2-1. We went 1-0 up through a Mason Greenwood goal. A fantastic Bissouma free kick equalised for Brighton. Then Cristiano Ronaldo got a penalty and converted it, which means we are currently second on goal difference. One of only two teams with a perfect record in the league, although Leeds have a game in hand, so could still join us on that perfect record. Tottenham, however, could not. Next up, we've got Crystal Palace. But first of all, let's go take part in the deadline day. What have we got going on at the moment? So it's rumoured we're interested in Bentancur and Velasco. Bentancur's kind of true. And then outbound Leicester after Donny van der Beek. Juventus after the Cavani. And Leicester also after Lingard. So one of the big transfer rumours at the moment is Erling Haaland to Manchester City. We don't want that to happen. But also, there's not much we can do about it. Let's have a look at this Velasco, who is being rumoured to be interested in a move to us. He looks very good, actually. He got a B+. Yeah, what? Let's put an inquiry on him and see what comes back from that. And let's see if we can try and get rid of a couple of players. We're going to see if we can get rid of Phil Jones again. Other than that, I'm quite happy with the squad at the moment. I don't really feel like there's anyone that needs to be going. Lingard, I'll probably try and keep for one more year. If somebody comes in for Martial, we will be considering that. Are we to expect any movement with Harry Maguire? Not a chance. So here we've had some agent offers come in. So we've got Koulibaly being offered to us. Would be interested if we hadn't already signed a centre-back in Pavard. Renan Lodi, a left-back. We've got Shaw and Tellez, not really interested. We've got Kieran Trippier. We've signed Pavard. We've got Wan-Bissaka and Dalot, not really interested. Hermoso, where's he play? He's a centre-back again, not really interested. Longley, not really interested. We've already bought in two centre-backs this window when you include Varane as well. And same goes for Carlos. Not really interested in those two either. But very much like the layout of this. And also the fact that we can conclude transfer business. I guess that would be ending the transfer deadline day, which again I think is a great little feature to have there. But at the moment, it's not really anything we're interested in doing. Maguire's wanted by Real Madrid. Real Madrid can go away, thank you. So we've got Manchester City going in for Velasco as well. So we've got a little bit of a bidding war here. So we've had an offer accepted for Velasco. However, they do want him back on loan. That's absolutely fine. Also, love that feature. You can agree a deal and then ask about the loan. So we'll go through and offer him a contract. I'm quite happy to send him back on loan for this year, particularly as for us, we've got a lot of options already on the left wing, so we're not desperate for him this year. Chelsea now also joining the race for Velasco, so that's 3 of us in for him. Lee Grant, we will see if we can get rid of him at all, although that seems very unlikely. So unfortunately, Velasco has gone to Chelsea, and also they've signed up Niklas Süle. So Bayern Munich selling 2 of their centre-backs, which is surprising, especially given how good both of them are in my opinion. I think personally we've got the better of the two, but then I am biased towards Pavard. And that is transfer deadline day done and dusted. We didn't actually end up making any transfers during it, but I do really like the way they've implemented it. It worked really well. Obviously, you didn't get to see much because there was no action going on. I think in future seasons there'll be a lot more able to happen on deadline day because you never get too much on the first transfer window. We'd already made our 2 signings, but as I say, in future seasons I think that's a great feature. The way they've implemented it works a lot better than what the initial implementation did, in my opinion. Very quickly, going to touch on what Newcastle have done, because they've brought in Paulinho, Tarkowski, Digne and Trippier. They have really strengthened their defence and a little bit in their midfield as well. Really good transfer window for them. And that brings us to the end of today's episode. I think what we'll do is we will come back for Inter Milan and either Chelsea or Arsenal. I'm not decided on that yet. We'll just see how soon I get to those games. If you have enjoyed that, please do leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're looking forward to seeing more of the Manchester United FM22 beta save. Leave your prediction for how that group is going to go in the Champions League. It's a tough group, but I think we've got enough about us to get through it. And thank you very much for watching.